Hi everyone, we are looking at TAO question number 17. Now, as you can see over here, it says that the figure below is made up of square ABCD. Okay, so this is square ABCD and rectangle EFGH. So this is rectangle EFGH. Now, BCG is a straight line. So this is a straight line. And we learn that DG, so from here all the way to here, is 49, right? And for BE is 3. So we have 3 over there. Okay, now, the good news is that the perimeter of rectangle EFGH, which is this one, and square ABCD, which is this one, they are the same. So they have the same perimeter, but I do not know the measurements. So when I am faced with a situation like that, I want to just write down 1 unit for the measurements. Okay, so I'm just going to call this 1 unit, right? And when I call this 1 unit, then that means to say this is also 1 unit, right? And another thing I can do is, of course, it means that my square will now be 1 unit plus 3. My square will then be 1 unit plus 3. That means to say this part is also 1 unit plus 3. This is 1 unit plus 3. This is 1 unit plus 3. So for my CG, right? CG will then be 49 minus 1 unit plus 3. Okay, so on the bracket, I can just write down over here first. Okay, and I will mirror image up. I will do 49 minus 1 unit plus 3. Okay, so I know that the perimeter of this is actually the same as the perimeter of this. So what I want to do is I want to write it out first. Let's talk about the perimeter of the square. The perimeter of the square is 1 unit plus 3 plus 1 unit plus 3 plus 1 unit plus 3 plus 1 unit plus 3. All right, so this is the perimeter of the square. So P of the square is this. All right, from here itself, you see 1 unit, 1 unit, 1 unit, 1 unit. So that is basically 4 units plus 3, 6, 9, 12. So that is 12. Okay, now, of course, we go on to the next one. So now we are going to write out the perimeter of the rectangle, which is going to be a little bit more complicated. Okay, we can see that it's 1 unit plus 1 unit plus 49 minus 1 unit plus 3 plus 49 minus 1 unit plus 3. Okay, so for the first one, it's very easy, right? 1 unit plus 1 unit, that gives me 2 units. Okay, so this is the complicated part. This is the complicated part. Now, what exactly is minus bracket 1 unit plus 3? So 49, you can just continue with 49. So you write down 49 over here. Minus 1 unit plus 3. Okay, when I see minus 1 unit plus 3, okay, this is actually minus times 1 unit. That gives me minus 1 unit. Minus times 3, that gives me minus 3. Okay, so you have to take note of this. Minus 1 unit minus 3. So do the same for the other side. 49 minus 1 unit minus 3. Okay, so same family sit together. As you can see over here, we get to 2 units, and then minus 1 unit. Units and the units be together first. Okay, and then for the numbers and the numbers, plus 49 minus 3, that gives me plus 46, plus 49 minus 3, that gives me plus 46. Okay, over here, 2 units minus 1 unit minus 1 unit. So basically it's nothing, right? 46 plus 46, that gives me 92. Okay, so what I'm trying to tell you is this, right? Is that whatever there is over here, which is the perimeter of the square, is actually equals to the perimeter of the rectangle. Okay, so over here, we will just write down 4 units plus 12 is equals to 92. So 4 units is equals to 92 minus 12. 4 units is actually equals to 80. So we always want to find our Mr. Greenman, which is equals to 20. All right, so we know that 1 unit is equals to 20. Now the question says, I want you to find the area of the figure. So we look at our diagram. If 1 unit is 20, isn't this also equals to 23? Because 20 plus 3, right? So we have 23 over here. We have 23 over here. We have 23 over here. Okay, and 1 unit is 20, right? So this is the breadth of the rectangle. Okay, and this is the breadth of the rectangle. Once again, this is the tricky part. So I'm just going to replace the 1 unit with 20. Can you see over here? This becomes 49 minus 23. All right, so when I do 49 minus 23, that gives me 26. So I know that the length is 26. Okay, so with all of that measurements listed down, I can find the area of the figure. So first thing first, do it part by part. Okay, you find the area of the square first. So I'm just going to find area of square. Area of square will then be 23 times 23. Okay, when I do 23 times 23, we get to an answer of 529. And when it comes to area of the rectangle, area of rectangle will then be 20 times 26. Okay, when I do 20 times 26, all right, we get to an answer of 520. Of course, we don't stop here because we want to find the total area. Total area meaning to say the area of the figure. So 529 plus 520, that gives me 1049. And therefore, your answer for this question has to be 1049.